So how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now in this video I wanted to share some of my live trades with you from this past week, but not necessarily all of them, because honestly this past week in the market it was a little boring. Like if you just take a look at the price action on the futures, it was a little slow, not a whole lot of trend. So honestly most of my trades really just did not end up being very exciting, but it wasn't necessarily a bad week, you know. I was very selective. I had some wins but also had some losses, but on my Webull account I believe I ended the week just barely profitable, and I did not take very many trades on my Apex account, so the balance remains about the same. I'm about 1/3 of the way to passing that evaluation. So yeah, I'm not going to show every single trade, but I'm still going to be fully transparent, and towards the end of the video, I'm going to share each and every one of my screenshots from all my trades from the past week. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get into it. So enjoy the live trading. Alright, right now Amazon is setting up an interesting break and retest. Yeah, this level is prior day low, as well as just its previous level of support and resistance. So I'm watching 137 here. If it rejects, I might want to go short. And short on Amazon. So basically if it gets back over the VWAP, I'll have to get out. I like this setup. Yeah, SPY and the Qs are dumping right now. They just rejected a key supply zone. Need to see Amazon break the low a day here. Okay, there's low a day on Amazon. Futures are still weak. My closest at break even if it really starts to come back up here. Yeah, I'm out at break even. I might re-enter on Amazon here. Still a valid setup. Let's go for it. Now my entry is 32 on this contract. Futures are still looking kind of weak, so this is definitely worth it. We got news in a couple minutes. I might have to close this again. Taking that off just because we got news in a minute and it's right at a whole site number. Not a bad trade. Apple's doing a break and retest here. I think it's worth going short. I'm short on Apple here. It's rejecting this key level. Futures have been pretty weak all morning. Okay, Apple's approaching low a day here. We haven't really had any drawdown on this trade, which is good. At this point, I'd probably go with a break-even stop, simply because we got news in 4 minutes. But I mean, right now, this is just a straight down move. Excellent. Probably gonna look to take this off here. Okay, I'm out of that. So I do not want to be holding my trades to the news. Short on AMD here, and I'm just gonna risk this one green candle right here. I mean, markets are still just in absolute sell mode. AMD definitely has room down. Okay, AMD is not as weak as I want to see it. I'll give it a 9, but I feel like I should maybe stop out here. Yeah, I have to get out of that. Alright, probably my last trade of the day. I'm short on Apple here as a continuation sell-off, but I honestly might be guilty of overtrading today. It's kind of a FOMO day. Alright, I took that off there just because I'm really testing my luck, and I should probably close down the charts after like 4+ trades.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm short on ES here. It's rejecting this zone pretty well. It's just so hard to tell if it wants to gap fill or not. I mean, the 5 minute just seems so bearish. Here we go. Alright, we're starting to get some nice downside on ES here. I should probably take off one of these contracts. Yeah, I'll just take one off.
Order canceled.
Definitely could have taken 4, but so at this point we're either gonna hold for a low of day move or get stopped out at break even. Okay, ES is at low day here. I want to see if we can make a new low of day, and then it would probably make sense to take profit after that.
Order filled.
Alright, we got taken out of our last contract there. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get into the screenshots. So this was my first trade from Tuesday. By the way, I'm just going to quickly go through these. You can pause the video if you want, and you can read like my journal notes. You can closely pay attention to where I bought and sold. So yeah, this is the first trade of the week. It was a break and retest on Amazon. Broke through 137, which was a key level. Came back up, retested it, and started to reject it. So I went short here, and I actually closed this trade early because this 2-minute candle looked like it was potentially putting in a double bottom here. Then I went for this trade again here, and then I got a nice move to the downside and took profits. The next trade was an ES trade, but the level was based off SPY. It was based off this 450 level, which is an interval of 5, which tends to act as support and resistance on SPY. And again, it was a break and retest, went short, scaled out, and then closed the runner on break even. Next trade was a loss on Meta. I believe this yellow line was prior day close. I went short here when it barely rejected prior day close and then pretty much instantly got stopped out. Probably should have waited for a more bearish candle close. But anyway, the next trade was on AMD. This was on September 6th, and the market was hot. This day was a trend down day, and honestly this is a FOMO entry. I took this quick bear flag here, which I don't normally like to do unless it's at one of my key levels or the VWAP, or even a fair value cap. In this case, it was really none of the three. So I chased to the downside and I paid the price because it came right back up on me, and I sold for a small loss. Next trade was on Apple, and yeah, I'm sure you saw this one in the live recording, and I mean the FOMO on this one was so real. I remember I timed it perfectly. It broke through my key level, retested it and rejected it, so I went short here and got a nice 2-to-1 RR out of it, and I closed the trade. But this is why it's important to hold the runners. Now I've only been trading one small contract, but if I was trading two, I could have held a runner. And I mean, these contracts went up so much. I believe the next day, I'm pretty sure those puts opened up at over $1,000 a contract. But anyway, that's just hindsight. Yeah, then I took another scalp here. Next trade was on ES, basically pushed back up into the supply zone, rejected it, went shorts. I scaled out here and trailed my stop, and then got stopped out there in profit. Next trade was on Tesla. And yeah, this was a loss. This was on Friday. I went for this quick bull flag here. So I went long here, got stopped out here, and I mean, it was just a trap. It was looking really good to the upside, bounced out the VWAP in the 90 MA as well as a small fair value gap here. Yeah, this was just a washed out flush candle. I think it really faked out a lot of traders. If you watch other traders like Matt Diamond, he took this trade as well. So I know I wasn't the only one. It was a valid setup, but yeah, Friday just really did not have great price action. And then, yeah, this was my last trade of the week. It was a break and retest of a key level on ES. Went long here and then pretty much instantly got stopped out. Really not much confirmation here. Plus I sort of ignored the rise in sell volume. Like this big candle right here is really not a great indication of bullish momentum. But yeah, those were my trades from the week. If you have any advice for me, please feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I would love to read it and reply to you because I want to keep on doing everything I can to improve as a trader. But that is going to be it for this video. I think I'm going to stick to the sort of weekly, like one video a week type of thing, where I just go ahead and combine most of my trades into one longer video. It just works best with my work schedule because I'm so busy with work and trading and hitting the gym and stuff throughout the week. I'll definitely still try and make some short form content like YouTube shorts, but yeah, this is just what I'm going to do for now. So thank you all for supporting me along my journey. But that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.